Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Rogue here, bringing you some more content, whatever you would want to call it. We're mixing things up a little bit today. We're going to be not playing our usual Subnautica. We're going to be playing another game, one of my favorite games that I play on my free time mostly. So I'm excited for this. For those of you who are curious, I am now uploading all VODs to my YouTube VOD channel. So if you miss previous, previous streams or want to rewatch the cringe that is my earliest and earlier videos, yeah, they'll be started to be posted by tomorrow at noon. I think is the first one's going up. So if you guys want to catch up on some of the old cringe, there you go, you got it. And so today's game, like I said, is one of my favorites, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is 7 Days to Die. I love this game so much. It's a game that I can come back to and just keep playing. So, and it still fits with the theme of survival and horror and that kind of stuff. So it works. It works. So there are going to be a couple of things about this playthrough that you'll probably have to forgive me on. I do not like the blood moons. I personally think they're stupid. The fact that for one night every certain amount of days, everything knows where you are at all times, and you base it's a battle of attrition at that point, and even the XP after a certain point isn't worth it. You can spend that time just doing quests and getting that much XP for ease of time. And then the thing is too is that once you do uh survive a horde, you have to spend almost days repairing your base, and that's not fun for anybody in my opinion. I love building bases, not repairing them. Um so I've turned the blood moons off. But to balance that out, I have increased the difficulty in terms of just overall difficulty, and I have lowered the loot amount to the lowest possible setting. So we're not going to have, well, it'll take a while to grind up the materials to get to any level of decency. And also the fact that um, I've turned off the airdrops because those are kind of a free given. Um, so it's going to be a hard survival in the sense of legitness in an actual zombie apocalypse. I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe later on, maybe this might change. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Um, so I do have some goals for this playthrough. For one, I want to see if we can max out all of our skills off the default experience gain multiplier or whatever. That's going to take a while, so I foresee a lot of sessions in our future. Um, and I want to see about building a really amazing base that I'm proud of, and I want to go big, and I want to see how many days we can survive just in general. If I die, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going, but I want to see if we can get to like day 400 or 1,000 or something stupid. I don't know. It depends on what you guys want to see and if you're enjoying it or not. So yeah, it's going to be an experiment. I'm going to play like I usually do if I wasn't even streaming, and I'm just going to bring you guys along for the journey, and hopefully we'll have some funs. Maybe we'll get some funny clips. I mean, let's be honest, I love watching zombies just kind of go flying with certain, weapons or I don't know. It's just interesting, and I love the traders and just talking smack with them. I think it's so stupid how they are designed, but anyway. And so, we'll see how this goes. I am starting a little bit earlier than I usually do, about an hour earlier. I figured, hey, why not? It's a new game, might as well just hit the floor running and just hope that we, you know, and 7 days is a long game too. Like for example, I've had the time set for every hour is a day in game. So it's 4 hours is 4 days. So they're long days. It's going to be relatively straightforward. Um, and of course, before I start the game up, I will show you the settings I have set up for myself. I've gone ahead and pre-planned everything. To be fair, these are mostly the settings I use in a single player game when I'm just playing by myself or with a friend. So it's gonna be pretty original to what I'm used to. I do have a certain, rotation I follow, and there's certain things I do. For example, I don't do any base building until like the seventh week. I don't. I'm the kind of guy who will go find a roof somewhere at night and just chill out there for the night. I probably won't do it during the stream though, just because I mean, let's be honest, it's boring, unless you guys are fine with that. But I usually just do missions and you know progress through. I usually start with intelligence first and get the lucky the whatever that trading perk is that gets more rewards per mission completed, and then I put points into the stun batons and things like that, and then I start putting points into other places. So it's there's a certain I'm gonna follow the usual repertoire that I'm used to, and we'll go from there. So I already have a profile set up, so I don't have to go do that. But we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. Um, and it's gonna be a basic random world. Nothing's gonna, I don't use the prefab stuff. It's, you can do chunk persistence if you really want to. I could change the size to the largest or smallest. I personally about 8,000 is pretty good size for me. I don't like going too big because then it's like holy crap, the map's huge. I have the difficulty settings to warrior. I could go to survivalist. I'm used to warrior. Because then the zombies just turn into sponges, and it's like okay, I shot you in the head like 6 times. Just die already. You need to stop. Um, you can see the XP here is 100% legit default value. I could turn it down. Here's a 24-hour cycle, 60 minutes. Um, yeah, Blood Moon, turn that off. I don't like it. I do play with it sometimes, but I personally think it's kind of tedious to deal with it after a while. No airdrops, of course. Loot abundance is at the lowest freaking setting I can put it to, 25%. We're gonna be suffering for gear. It is going to be a grind, but that's okay because that's the fun of it. I've also increased the loot respawn time to the 30 days, so I actually will have to go out and find new places to loot. I can't go back to old buildings. I mean, with the quest, once you activate it, it will respawn everything in the building that you're doing the quest for, so it kind of is redundant. But you know, they finally added a jar refund mechanic. I'm a big fan of was it Alpha 16.4. To me, that was personally the peak of 7 Days to Die, and then it's been downhill and uphill and kind of all over the place since then. But jars were a big thing about the game. I've gotten it at 50% jar refund, because this max stack for a jar is 10, and eventually your inventory is just packed full of jars. You can sell them, I guess, but eh. I've Jars are kind of fun, but they can get kind of annoying. And of course, it's not multiplayer. So anyway, so yeah, we're basically ready to go. So go ahead and let that generate. It's gonna take a minute. Shouldn't be too long though. So how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a a grand old time. Um, it's going good for me. I've been doing a lot of uploading of our previous VODs to the channel, to the YouTube channel today, because of course Twitch is like, hey, I'm gonna delete your your old videos and your old streams in a week. Like, cool, thanks Twitch. So I had to panic and start backlogging all of our videos, trying to hopefully back up enough that I'm not gonna like, oh, good lord, here we go. Um, but yeah, no, I mean it's been a productive day, I think, and I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know if you call it a playthrough because it's like a YouTube video, but it's a live stream playthrough, I guess is what you could call it. Um, I got a little burnt out on Subnautica, I'll be honest. The fact that there's no like mini map or any sort of like you could bring up the wiki map, but like you can't see where you are on said map. I don't know. I got kind of burnt out on it. I'm gonna come back to it. I think I might do that on Saturday when we do our Saturday stream. Um, I'm more of a survival like open world sort of like progressional game if you can kind of understand that. Subnautica is more of an adventure game. It's a pre-gen map every time. You have, where the certain things are. You have certain, you know, you know where all the blueprints are, you know where all the notes are, you know, same events happen. Unlike 7 Days to Die here, where everything is random. I'm going into this world 100% not knowing where anything is. I will have to learn the game and where everything is from the scratch. So here we go. We're getting in here now. It didn't take too long at all, actually. So hopefully the volume isn't too crazy. So let me see here. We got a Duke left us a note, of course. This is just the usual thing. You know, hey, pay on time, blah, 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 whatever. You know, you still owe us, whatever. Cool. So we're just going to kind of get into this. Cool. Rural survivals, yeah. Punching grass and foliage, yes. Ain't that the fun. Hopefully this game looks pretty good for people. Courage, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today, Courage? You just caught us at a good time. We're just starting our 7 Days to Die playthrough. So this is going to be fun, I think. I got big plans and big hopes. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Loot is very low. Lowest setting we can go, 25% loot. So good. We're just started. I've been wanting to do a playthrough of this on Twitch for a while now, and I mean, like I said, I play this game on my free time, but you know, need a little break from the usual grind, so I figured we'd, you know, start something fresh. And I've never played on this difficulty of lack of like resources and, you know, items and such, so it's gonna be a grind, I think. You know, there's always the meta that people say, you know, you need to do, you know, you need to go here, you need to go there, you need to, you know, get these skills in this point or get skills in that point. It does. And I would actually argue it's now harder because I don't, like I said, I have turned off the Blood Moon because personally I don't like it, like I've said. So I've actually lost a major source of XP. So this is going to be very long playthrough, I think. So we'll just have to see how things go. And hopefully I don't die within the first couple days. I hope the volume settings are good, because I have not tested this at all with the audio. I was either debating between 7 Days to Die or maybe, you know, Long Dark or, you know, one of the older survival games. So I figured, you know, pick something that I enjoy more. So 7 Days to Die is what won. And like I've played 7 Days to Die since it came out. Like I pre-ordered it, I think, and it was sort of, you know, I just, yeah, I have an old clicking keyboard. I don't have a silent one, which sucks. I'm wanting to get a new one. I mean, this thing is over 10 years old. So, and I might maybe fix the sensitivity on the mic, might help a little bit. I don't want the club because that's stupid. Is she just kind of yelling at you from the distance, or? Okay. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, no, this is even arrows are going to be hard to come by. Good lord. I got one feather from a single nest. This is going to be rough. Cool. How's that? Is that better? I might have been deep throating my mic. I don't have a professional mic like some Twitch streamers have. I have a headset, basically. So when it comes to the point distribution, there are people who say you have to go this point, put one here, best start. I go full on intelligence from the get go. I've always done this. Reason being, the first perks I like to get are Daring Adventurer. Oh no, are they having technical issues? Yeah, I have had technical issues before with gaming. It's not fun. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be going for intelligence first and foremost, because I want, like I said, the Daring Adventure, because I want Tier 5, which you get 2 rewards per quest. It's amazing later on in the game. I might put a point into Archery and or Hidden Strike. I don't know if I want to. You're both in the chat. I love it. I usually do go for stun batons. I think it's funny to watch them dance when you shock them. So we're gonna do that, and then let's go with Wheeler Dealer. So yeah, hopefully we'll have better luck with this playthrough. I've had a couple of games like this where it's been rough. One pipe. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh man. 25% might be low for loot. I don't like sand because that's pointless. There's a point in the game. Let's see here. Oh, we already got our first zombie. Let's see here. Can I make a stun a baton of any sort? I need leather and pipes. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. Let me see here. One feather. Any more nests? Do I have any more nests, please? I don't think 2 arrows are gonna cut it. I could probably sneak past him, maybe. I mean, I'd all be for killing him off the get-go, but I don't perchance have a good weapon early on. Where is he? Loot. So like I said, I have some goals. Hopefully we can get to them. Man, 1 feather per nest. I am going to have to kill chickens for a living. I think. just have to get to the trader. That's all. And I remember the early 7 Days to Die was such a, I don't know, it was just a better experience in my opinion. They did some changes to the game after 16.4 that really kind of made it worse. I don't know how to describe it. They got rid of some of the zombies types. They got rid of like they took away the jars for a while and then they brought them back, which is because of course the community was like, "Hey, we need our jars," and then it was just I think the biggest gripe I have with this latest build of 7 Days is the business with biomes. You have to progress through biomes. You have to go to the burnt biome and be there for a certain amount of time, and then you have to go to the desert biome and then the snow biome. It's like, what is this? What are you trying to achieve? Why would I want to have to go? Like, I shouldn't have to go anywhere. I've never seen the truck spawn like this before. I will loot it after I trader. Stay there. Run flesh. I'm a big advocate of inventory organization because I do not like having a messy inventory. Glurgle. Stay there. Should be safe in here for now. And of course, we're going to steal from him and all of his belongings. Repair kit, that is amazing early on. Nails. Steel head, which is scrap metal for me right now. These usually have food in them, which is nice. Or motor tool parts, that's even better. Even though I can't make... No, this one you can't loot. Even though you can't make a chainsaw until later on. People are probably going to yell at me for throwing out stuff like that, but I don't like filling up my inventory with junk that I'm not going to need for a while. Oh, cement. That's good for stone. Outhouses here if you want them. There's no reason to open those, though, of course, but hey. Even in this game, you have to have bathrooms. Ooh, food booth. Crafting skill. That's the one thing I've noticed in games. Like, most games don't have bathrooms. And if they do, it's sort of like, I don't know, like, there are a lot of games that do have bathrooms, but it's sort of like, they're kind of an afterthought for most people. I'm gonna go through all of his stuff and steal it, because, why not? Free loot, right? Usually good for food and drink items. Nothing here. He sleeps here for some reason in this room. Very Alright.
If you drink all the coffee, I'll kill you. Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? Damn, this is all I can spare.
No, a stone shovel, thank you. Wrecked. Get wrecked.
I got just the job for a simpleton like. Don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Get the job done.
I love Wrecked and his comments. It's so funny. Yeah, okay, and then dig up some stuff. Yeah, this is the intro quest. You can't really skip it, which sucks, but whatever. I want to change my focus to... it does kind of suck that by turning off blood moons, we lose access to where is it? Some of these quests, because there's no blood moons, we can't fight them. But I would argue that this is actually going to be harder now that I don't have blood moons, just because there's, like I said, lack of resources. I want to track. Where is it? Here it is. Quests. That's what we're doing. Where are we going? There. Here, and I want to. You guys can just live here from now on. Can't do much killing until I get my stun, or at least a baton of some sort. Oh wow, they all just spawned in. We'll let you guys chill in the truck. It's a truck party. I craft more arrows, because we're gonna need them. I do not need a, extended warranty on my car. Thank you, sir, businessman. You can stay there and stick it where you wish. Wow. Feathers are rare. Jeez Louise. Gosh, the sound of your own, like, stamina can get kind of annoying, too. It's just, like, come on now. You ran 2 feet. So, I think it's right here, actually. Ground deviation tells me that there's a divot here. Diggy diggy hole. Look at that, right on top of it. I love it. Am I good or am I good? One jar. Oh, good lord. No, you stay there. Now, to be fair, I don't usually do any more digging quests. I don't like digging for treasures unless I have the perks that make the area smaller. It's a waste of time. Some people like it because it's a safer form of getting loot, but I prefer doing extermination or fetch quests, and I'll even do like lower tier ones in difficulty just for the sake of speed. It all really depends on... I know for a fact that the highest tier difficulty ones are actually not even worth it because you have all those mill zombies, you have all the feral, and it can... I usually like to stick around 3 or 4 in difficulty for missions just for the sake of speed and convenience, and oh. Aren't you a cutie? Gotta be a little bit quicker than that. A little bit quicker than that. I'll eventually want to loot that if I can. We got a decent town.
Great. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
Now then. Pipe baton bundle. That's what I want.
Let's get this over with.
Sandwich in a jar. I'm going to sell that just for the sake of humor. Rotten flesh for the sandwiches, even though later on they can be used to make antibiotics and meals and stuff like that. But I don't need it. I don't need this either.
You cheap ass son of a bitch. That's all you're gonna buy?
Yes, that's all I'm gonna buy. Level 2, that's not bad. Robotic parts. I could keep these or sell these. I've never really used
What the hell do you want this time?
the robotic sledge.
All right, now
but
that we're done doing business, get
might
out
wanna-
of the store.
I might want to invest into it a little bit. We can just do a, let's do a
Listen
fetch
up,
quest.
jackass. Word of advice. Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
I'm so glad that I put as a tag on this stream crude language, because yes, this game likes thick cuss. Down, boy. My gosh. There we go. Tanky one. Oh, I do want to alert this truck if I can. Alert this truck. Down you go. Where you stop, I don't know. My gosh, you're tanky. Like to loot this truck. Oh yeah, here they come. I have seemed to have awoken the apocalypse. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, ladies. This is gonna take a minute, I think. Pop goes the weasel. Pop goes the weasel. I love Baton so much. Oh, stamina. Perfect. Oi. Oi. Turn around. My goodness. He's not the brightest tool in the shed. There we go. But there is a crack book. Now I'll make it perfectly obvious here, I have not played this map. This is random gens, so I have no idea that this was here. Assault rifle and pistol. That's a nice find. Does this give me... I think this gives me paper. Oh, and polyester. Ew. I'm one for repairing the damage of the ne'er-do-wells. So, off we go to our... I guess you could call it our first legit mission, but... I got one of the challenges completed yet. No point. Paper, don't need that. Off the get-go. I could probably save it or sell it. Ugh. Speed is key. Now then. I think the enemy I hate the most is the snakes. You cannot hit them. They're just so difficult to hit. That or the dogs. I really do not like the dogs in this game. They're very... If I will sneak and kill... them first and foremost before any other zombie. You can stay in that house. I remember in this game when you had the skyscrapers, the massive buildings that were just like the crack of books and the, you know, the food places. I mean, they were such great loot places. You could spend a whole day inside. Immediately starting off with a biker. Forget about you. Vultures, of course. Them too I do not like. Come on, you two. Come on, Dumber. I want to skin that vulture. Come on, biker. Gosh, you were slow today. They have so much health. Jeez Louise. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. You almost got me there. Stuck on a tree. Or a garbage can. Can you die? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't hit for the life of me. Smell for a little bit. The fact that I got a biker off the get-go is really just it's just not lucky for me. And I have to stay within the range or I'm gonna get... There you go, you finally died. Cool. Well, that could have gone better. Craft a bone knife. Future skinning endeavors. Yes, yes, I see. kind of person lives in a place like this? Jeez Louise. Looks like we got 2 maybe? Wow. You are a runner. I love how I can hit both from the back of the truck. Oh, you can jump now. You got some air off of that, buddy. Ooh. I did level up, and I think I might want to grab the... Oh, do I want to go for fast metabolism, or do I want to go for siphoning strikes? I think I'm going to go with healing factor first. Because eventually you gain 1 health every 5 seconds with natural healing. I'm going to do that. Because they hit harder than I remember. I can help with that by crafting primitive stuff, but... Oh, hello. Here one. Oh, you're upset now? Stay there. Take a nap. Good for your soul. A place where I have more room to fight. Thankfully, it's a good thing I didn't pick the kill the clear quest, because those can be kind of hard early. What I need for my quest is here, so. Please be some meds. No, of course not, because my loot amount is less. I got $1, people. I got $1. Perfect. Ew. I remember the days when you could find toilet pistols. They were so great. No, I think there's somebody to the left. I'm not entirely sure. One. Loot bag. I got some socks. Got loot for days. Oh wow, 2x scope. That's actually really nice. That was the other thing about the game that I didn't like what they did with, is they made food have a smell. Not when it's in your inventory, mind you, when you eat it. Like, okay, so I eat this canned food, and because it was in my inventory, it doesn't smell, but the second I open it, I stink. I stink. Not the food in my stomach, it's me that stinks. Like, make sure I got everything here. I think we'll be able to make it back to Trader in time. Yeah, that biker was a horrible... God, he did not die, and he just kept hitting me. He took out a quarter of my health per hit. That was ridiculous. Oh, paper.
Well, you proved me wrong. Now take your reward and get the hell out of here.
The lockpicks are such a nice loot from the quest because you don't get them very early, but the crafting skill books are nice as well. I think we're gonna do the crafting. The lockpicks. I'm gonna do the crafting book.
I'll sell you food, but don't expect me to cook it for you.
Sell a lot of this junk I don't need. I can sell paper in increments of 10. That's not... I'm gonna keep the 2x scope.
Are you trying to pull a fast one? The shelves are full, so I ain't buying any more of those.
I was gonna sell you some bones. It's not that big of a deal. None of these really do me any favors because they don't do actual healing. That's some basic things. But nerd goggles are great early game for that XP gain, but you want to get the higher tier ones that give like 12 and I think it's 11 or 12 experience bonus.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway. If you want a job, well, good luck. By the looks of it, you're gonna need it.
They don't need a torch either. Air tool, explosives, and robotics. Eh. I've had better. Skill points. This is gonna be rough.
I usually don't play with this low of the like loot abundance, so it's gonna be harder than I'm used to. Wood. Now, usually at this point, I would go and find some place and hide out on top of like a bridge, or I would, you know, I would stay in a building that I've just cleared for the night. So it really depends on what I want to do. The fact that that zombie put me at half health already. I'd rather not die on my first day, to be fair. But bye. Man, these trees are just disappearing on me. I don't know what to do. I can't make anything better. It does give me some armor. So hopefully it will help a little bit. Movement.
Thank God it's almost closing time. I've had enough bullshit for one day.
You and me both there, Trader Rect. Could hide out in the back of the truck, but that's not fun. No one wants to see a guy hang out on a roof all night long. We'll see about heading over to our loot location. Yep, and that, ladies and gent, is night. Oh. Gonna take this slow and hopefully not get my butt handed to me through on a silver platter. And I mean, of course you can just take a quick dip in water, but we don't have any water around here, so I have to make do with what we have. I am grabbing every nest I can grab. Smart me would head back to that base that we looted and hang out there, but like I missed something anyway at the old base, because it looks like we can get on the roof. Or is hitting something. Hoping he goes anyway. I didn't realize that there was access on the roof. The boar should run away, theoretically. Now, while I would like to kill the boar... Oh, God. Ooh. Now, is this an access from underneath? Or is this... Usually... Oh. What in the blazes? Is that already... That's already a leaper. What the heck is a leaper doing out on day 1? That leads into the bedroom. What is our loot stage at? I figured that... We're only at stage 5 of game stage 2. That don't make no sense. There should not be those kind of things out yet. Huh. At least we got a better armor rating now. Like to eat, but, well, smell would attract everything from here to Timbuktu. See the church. What does that say over there? Red boys? I don't know. See what other buildings we have in this map, Jen. Really close to the snow biome, which is interesting. I've never had a map this close. Usually it's the desert or the burnt biome that gives us a quick access. Doink. Bong TV. Any of you guys have Bong TV? I don't even know if that's really good reception. Bart's salvage? Oh. Man, we're surrounded on 2 sides with snow. That's crazy. More over there too. I've never had a generation like this where the snow was so close to the starting point. Don't move a muscle. I was about to say, you better not be coming up here. I would lose my shit if you guys started jumping and doing things like that. Holy crap, I would go ham. Guess he wants to be a backhoe operator, I guess. I don't know. Or a truck driver. There's somebody in the house below me. Man. Don't jump up. Go back down. There you go. Be a good zombie and stay down. No. Gosh, they are really aggressive in terms of getting up here. Ugh. Those sounds are not very good. Squishy, squishy. Already crafted tier 3 baton. That's pretty good. This has to be like a wandering horde or something, because this is a lot of zombies. Oh, they're right underneath me. Man, I cannot move at all. If I did, they would be chasing me down. Like, I would be dead instantly. Because there'd just be so many of them so quickly running at me. Come daytime, I can leave easily and go out and do the quest. But, like, good lord, they're so... I'm not used to having so many around me like this early in the game. They don't need a torch. It'll despawn in a couple of so. I mean, if this is nighttime, I can see no problem. So yeah, once that clock hits 4, we're daytime again. I usually don't like sitting on rooftops like this, but the fact that for some reason this particular playthrough has decided to really wring my neck, I'm actually kind of afraid to... Oh, you're hungry. Oh no, I'm hungry. I have food. I have to wait until daytime though to eat. Yeah, I usually go during adventure all up to 10, and that also increases, some batons and better barter, and then like intellect mastery is great, Stun baton charge is always ready. It means that every hit with a stun baton will electrocute a zombie, and then they just stand there looking like a puppet on strings. Also, having an extra bookworm with the extra, chance to find books and schematics and things. Chance of finding extra skill points when reading said books is such a great perk. Less fuel and less vehicle usage is great. And then, usually after intellect, I'll go into agility for stealth. Going bows is great. I mean, the fact that handguns also can cause bleeding is great. Perception's good too if you want to go for the long shot. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could do. Fortitude Mastery is nice. You get the extra 50 points to health. Up to 100 points. Antibodies is nice too if you want to not worry about infections anymore. Parkour for the extra jump speed is height is pretty nice too if you want to go for that kind of a route. We're almost there. Another hour and 13 minutes. Well, technically it's like a minute 13 seconds or whatever. My stomach is really growling, it seems. I'm starving to death. Sounds like somebody's banging on something down there. Quick. Sounded like the grass was breaking down there. I'm surprised that there's one of those sleepers. That's such a crazy zombie to have this late into the game. Or early into the game. I always keep one feather so I never have to keep putting feathers in that spot. That's like my feather go-to spot. This will be nice for pistol or for rifle later on. Triple threes. Getting close. Probably start just shimmying off here. I can finally go do this quest. Perfect. And we're off. That bag when we're done. If I leave the property, it fails. Sucks. I'm gonna eat, but it's gonna ruin it. Every zombie in a 30-mile radius is gonna smell me now. Because of the smell. I was really afraid of eating before the smell, but smell started to wear off, so I think we're okay. What kind of basement is this? Who has a basement like this? Jeez Louise. Got it. Boom. You are dead. Pipes. I love me some pipes. Let's see what we can do. I hit her lower neck. Count as a stealth hit. Come on. Take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. Go to sleep. No. That's some loot. Here. Secret hole. Secret hole, secret hole. Some stash back here. Get coal from this or something. Ooh, bow parts is really nice. I don't want the coal though. I'll wait until we're out of here. I don't want to attract every zombie in this upper floor. Coffee grounds. Ooh, I will take the grow rack. That is a nice find. I knew it. Got it. Sand. Vultures, because they usually. Now let's see. So much sand. I don't need sand. It's like pocket sand. Hello, sir. I want to talk to you about your extended car warranty. Gunpowder sand. I mean, the gunpowder is nice, but now this one's always a pain. You have to like peek at it from underneath. Yeah, you can't. That's the other thing about the game I don't like. They made it to where there's like these certain like trip wires in doorways in certain locations, and if you don't, you have to like you can't get around it. Stealth becomes almost pointless. Stun baton and a cloth insulation fabric. That's not too bad. Of course, no bandages actually help me. Oh. That is this place officially looted. We can leave. Return to the trader. Back of the house. Grab this backpack. Yeah, having the low loot amount is crazy. What are you, king of the mountain? Come on. Take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. Hopefully we get some good rewards for this. you. Cat food. Now, for water, I'm gonna do something controversial or questionable. Water around here I can drink out of. I mean, I'll just drink out of the frickin' gutter if I have to. I lose a little health, but with that health generation perk, I can just gain all that back.
Good. Wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals. Got it?
I'm gonna do the... Both of these reduce water amount. This does not. Get more from this, though. Do Bob's
Look, blockhead. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job. Quit gawking. Either buy something or piss off.
No, I don't think I will piss off. You can piss off. I'm probably gonna sell these. Cold and heat resistance. I really don't have any armor that could use it yet.
Thank you very much, and now you can go fuck yourself.
You have to do smoothies. Great. Expensive though. Buy one. Their food. The chili and challenges, yes. One point. Select. Off on another grand adventure. Guess Twitch is a bit quiet tonight. No, it's good. We're chilling. Wow. Because of the smell. Usually I jump in a pool of water before I do any sort of looting, like this, for example. What the heck? Back off. Take a chill pill. Gosh. I really do not like the smell mechanic. There we go. You can wash the smell off, which is kind of weird. Kill this guy before I do anything. Stay down. Quest done. Lady, please. I mostly want the food and drink that's in these kind of places, because, yeah, we're gonna need it. Ooh, rifle part. I like that. We got mushrooms. Lots of mushrooms. I'll just eat that. Well. Oh, roof. We have to go to the roof. Okay. I'm gonna go down. I'll let you guys come to me. Yeah, stamina. You guys hit on the door for me. Sir, please get down. Oh, you guys tried and you failed. I was more afraid of vultures, to be honest with you. Ooh, fortifying grip mod. This is nice. This is Bob's Cafe. Bob's. That is it. I'm not seeing anything else. Return to the Twitter. Okay, I'll return to the Twitter. Stamina. I hate it so much. God, that gate sound is
the worst. It'll be a good morning. Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? Damn, this is all I can spare.
I'll take the crafting skill magazines.
You know the drill, asshole.
Yeah. Grip and I went there.
Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy.
Shotgun, club, and sledgehammer. I want to start putting perks in Miner 69. Yeah, Miner 69er. Because we're not getting any books from Miner 69er. What? When health is below 50%, gain 1 hit point every 5 seconds. This would be good on. Oh, we got some nasty quest selections this time around.
Well, come to think of it, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Get the job done.
Need them feathers. don't think I've ever done this particular POI before. I can't help you get out while I can help you get in. See, like, you enter a building and it just triggers them all. Like, it's a weird... Lay down. Don't get back up. No. I missed. Back off. Go back from where you came. Oh, we're infected. How lovely. How lovely to be infected. Bet you. Yep, there's stuff up here. What were you doing in the Johnson, good sir? Oh, that's a mouthful of... Ugh. Can't hit him from here. Yeah, I'd rather not fight you on uneven ground. Let's go down to level ground here. No, well, you fell to the floor. Stairs, my worst enemy. Hello? Called it. Alright, come on down, guys. I'll fight you down here on level ground, because I am lazy. You guys know how to go over railings, right? See, this guy knows. There we go. About this infection here soon. Oh, pipe machine gun. How's that? How funny. I forgot how to laugh. Only sell price is 15. Okay. Turn to trader. We will do that. Along the way, I'm gonna start up and break open some whatchamacallit, some tree stumps, and hope I get some honey. Of course, there are gonna be bees, so I'll have to be really careful, not upset the bees. I would honestly think at least one honey would be good enough. No bees. No bees. No bees pantalones. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. No honey. You know, it's funny. I'm always asked, like, you know, how is my Twitch career going? How are the you getting a lot of people following you? And you know, I tell them, like, I usually spend about 3 or 4 hours on Twitch just talking to myself. And they're like, do we need to get you a therapist? Makes me wonder. There we go. Oh. That should recover cure infection to 5%. We're good. Infection has been dealt with, ladies and gentlemen. I'm free. Still gonna break a couple more just in case. Yep. I mean, it is Tuesday. I figure it's gonna be a quiet night. So. And of course, you find people can always watch this VOD later.
Well, look here, boys. We got ourselves a real-life hero, and now he wants to be paid.
I would like to be paid, sir. I'll take the grilled meat.
My shop, my rules. You follow, or you fuck off.
Sell the grill. I don't really need it
Be careful out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt. Hey, jerk. It's a deal. Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of a rope.
I need leather. That way. Another town over here. Smell pulled it. Take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. Go to sleep. Just go to sleep. There's that snake. That's a kooky, creepy house. The dead rooster. Oh, okay. Is there a live rooster? I got me a shirt. Hello? Housekeeping? Oh, area. Dude, places like this, I never know where to start because there's no clear path. Locked door. Okay, this is the first bedroom on the farthest part. I mean, it's a hotel. I mean, I know that, but like, this game, usually they have things kind of like connected into a path that you follow. I'm finding leather, which is nice. I like leather. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, madam. I can basically hear like people right now in the chat saying, "You suck at this game. What are you doing? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that?" Like, good lord. I am in no way skilled at this game. I guess he fell down. Hello. places are so. What are you doing with this TV? Uh-oh. Hello. Sorry to disturb you. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Don't wake up. Hello. You are thirsty. Drink to recover. He needs some milk. Freaking ligaments. There's a hole in the wall. Try to sell me 7 Days to Die. Looking through toilets and looting. Sir? Do you need me to call the ambulance? Sounds like you have a bit of a headache. Okay, that's this door. Gosh, this place is confusing. Oh, okay. Hello. Ooh. I really don't need shotguns, so I'm gonna scrap that. I can hear chat yelling at me right now. Why'd you scrap it? I don't need it. Back, and I want to get. I can be maddening. I apologize, chat, but you know. If there is any. Perfectamente. The thing is, that's a trap room. We're gonna be smart and come in through a different way. You know that the second you drop down, there's gonna be like 6 of them, and they're all gonna just destroy you. Yep, told you. I see 1, I see 2. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, stamina. Puppy. Perfectamente. Boppity boopity. Place done. Now, the smart thing for me to do would be to sneak upstairs and hide in one of the guest rooms. Yeah, we'll just stay right here. Works for me. Here. Create a wooden bow. Ooh, I can craft a better axe. We'll do that. Whoops. What if I want to switch this out? Weighted head mod and then replace the bow. I can put it in the bow. Like a wandering horde behind me. Thought that was a screamer for a minute. We have not been playing long enough to have screamers in the game. I don't dare move because I know that if I do, my sound will go up and I'll know exactly where I am. I'm already at 47 sneak, so like it's not the best right now. He sounds like he's upstairs. He sounds like he's on the balcony here, which is what's sketching me out. There's only one way up here, and you have to go up that stairway in the corner. There's a deer. Hello, Mr. Deer. Of course, once we start... He fell off the balcony. What an idiot. Of course, once we actually start getting into the point where I'm start building a base, we can start using these night times to build. We won't be just sitting on a rooftop waiting for daytime to come. So I apologize in advance for the you know, people would say, "Oh, just go out and do what you usually do during the day. Just go loot. You know, just be more careful." Oh, I'd rather not. I choose life, thank you. That deer is tight walking that fence, and it's kind of tripping me up a little bit. It's kind of crazy that they're actually getting upstairs and then falling off so close to me. If they just went a little bit further, they would get to me. I kind of find that the AI in games is kind of interesting. He fell off the roof again. And he's taking out his frustrations on the support pillars. You're the idiot for falling off the balcony. Bye, Felicia. Motel 8. Does that mean there's 8 rooms? What is this? 3, 6. No, that doesn't make any sense. Sounds like he has some respiratory. Fall off the roof again. I was gonna say he sounds like he has a respiratory issue, but it sounds like he has a brain issue. I think it's called zombieism. I think that's the disease. Wildfire camping gear. Face the bears, drink for free. There's actually 2 bears in there that you have to fight. Oh, it's such a crazy POI. Almost daytime. Probably could start making my way back if I really wanted to. You done effed up, didn't you, buddy boy? You thought you could make that jump and get to me. That's a good little clip right there. That was funny as hell. He was so close to making it too. I can think about maybe getting off the roof. Easy does it. Well, I think we're getting pretty close to a good stopping point. I think I'll turn this quest in, and then we'll probably call it for the stream. My voice is starting to get on me. I mentioned I have a lot of footage I have to edit. Gosh, stamina is such a pain early game. No, you cannot have my autograph. I'm not that famous yet.
Morning. You think you're pretty smart now, don't you? Here's your pay, Einstein.
And the crafting skill book bundle would be nice, but cornbread sounds good too. We're gonna have to worry about food here pretty soon.
Quit gawking. Either buy something or piss off. All right, now that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
Couple good ones.
I got work to do. You better not fuck this up, or I'll cut your goddamn throat.
Oh. Yeah, smelly. I think that's a good place to stop as any. We have a good mission we can do when we return. So yeah, we made some good progress. I mean, it's day 3, start of day 3. So, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you all for coming out and for chatting and hanging out. And, yep, next stream will be Thursday, same time. I might start a little earlier like I did today, around 7, 8 o'clock, and then go as long as I can. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope this was fun. I'll definitely be bringing back Subnautica here pretty soon, too. Even if not Thursday, definitely Saturday. And, yeah. So I appreciate y'all for coming out.